Hi, friends. It is Robin Heron, your Carnivorous Grama here. I was supposed to be going live with Larry tonight, but it seems that he had a conflict. So I wanted to just come in and talk about a topic that is on my mind. As you guys know, I have been traveling a lot lately. Um, Over the last few weeks, I've been struggling with weight loss. Like I'm ready to get into weight loss mode. If you guys watched Meaty Mondays with the Fierce Felines last Monday, you heard me talking about my frustration, not too high of frustration, but some frustration around the fact that I still have weight to lose and I want to go into weight loss mode. So I thought I would come in here, just talk with you guys for a few minutes about that. So first of all, let me just say, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you are returning, I'm so glad that you're back. Thank you very much for being here with me tonight. We're just going to take a few minutes. I want to talk a little bit about the traveling that I've been doing. You guys may know that I traveled for work. Recently, I also went to Austin for Hack Your Health, which was absolutely incredible. And then last week, I went on a vacation with my family to Kissimmee, Orlando area for a Disney family trip. So, it was a lot of fun. I have to be honest with you guys. You guys know I like to keep it real. And so I allowed some things into my diet recently that I just probably should not have. So, first of all, I want to mention coffee. You may have noticed that I have reintroduced some decaf coffee back into my way of eating over the last couple of months. And that's been really good. But while I was on vacation, I had regular coffee for about 4 days. And I noticed that after I got back home, I was very, very tired in the morning because I drank that regular coffee in the mornings. And so, you know, that was probably not the best idea. And hey, Kale, how are you? Welcome. Greetings from Chicago. I'm not able to pop anybody's messages up today because I'm actually streaming right out of YouTube. I usually do a StreamYard where I can pop up things, and but today this is sort of impromptu. So this is in place of the live stream that I was doing with Soldier, and we'll get him rescheduled for sure. Not sure what's going on there, so he wasn't able to make it, and that is absolutely fine. We'll get him rescheduled. So that coffee definitely wasn't the best choice. I had not had regular coffee since October. And actually, I'm not sure about the decaf coffee either, but I'm not ready to give that one up again yet. So I'm going to keep the decaf in. Another thing that I did recently is I started using some of these sweetened electrolytes. So I do use electrolytes almost every day. I use either Element or Salty has a Salty, which is by Keto Chow, has a really good electrolytes as well. So I started introducing some of these sweetened electrolytes. Now I had given up sweeteners last October. Um, and as I mentioned this a couple of meeting Mondays ago, that I was talking about the slippery slope that there is for sweeteners for me. So I started having some of those, and I'm still having them, to be honest. I had my Coco Loco and my decaf coffee this morning. But I feel like I want to go ahead and re-eliminate that. So I'm going to go back to the unsweetened version of electrolytes, because what I noticed myself doing is, and if you guys have been with me, since I first started my YouTube channel, you'll know that I was using Liquid Splenda in my coffee. So recently I have been putting a drop of liquid Splenda. And what I notice about that is I know it, guys, it's poison. I absolutely know. You don't have to tell me that it's poison, but sweets is a slippery slope for me. That's just the bottom line. So putting that Splenda in my coffee, I noticed that when I first put one drop, it was super, super sweet. Now, if I put a drop, it's like, okay, I need another drop. So, sweet taste is definitely an addiction. If you listen to Dr. Lisa Wiedemann, she talks a lot about sober behavior around different foods. And so, around sweeteners, my behavior is the behavior of an addict, a person who's addicted to sweets. So, just the fact that I have to increase it now, like it was fine, but now it's got to go up. And I'm like, okay, so it's time for me to let that go. And then also come in here and talk to you guys about it. You're my accountability partner. So thank you so much for doing that for me. I appreciate it. So Kimberly's saying I do 1 or 2 elements a day. Citrus is my favorite. I love the watermelon is my favorite flavor. And I also really like the grapefruit. But literally for now, I feel like I just cannot do it because my my addictive nature wants to go back and just have more and more and more sweets. Now I haven't really added anything else, but I can see myself, needing more and more sweet taste. So I'm going to tell you guys in a little bit what I'm planning to do. So that's one more thing that I did was I added the sweeteners back. And then a third thing that I did was I added in some heavy cream. So when I got back from Florida, I went ahead and bought some heavy cream. I was making, if you guys watched my recent food challenge video, if you haven't watched it, it's really fun. It is an baked eggs dish, and so I made quiche. So I bought heavy cream to put in that dish. Well, since I had heavy cream, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and have heavy cream in my coffee. Just a tablespoon or a half a tablespoon. Well, I definitely cannot drink heavy cream. I can't eat it like that because my eczema, which had been cleared up. So I had really bad eczema all over. Um, but in my hands, this dyshydrotic eczema, which is like it blisters and it dries up and it flakes off. It's just really, really awful. But I had not been having that after I was on carnivore for a year, little over a year, that went away. Now, hey Nia, hi. Thank you for stopping in. That went away. And but now when I drank that heavy cream, so I drank it for about 4 days straight, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream in my decaf coffee. And my fingers started to flare up. So clearly, heavy cream like that is not something that I should be having. And then I also noticed that I really don't have sober behavior around heavy cream either because, if I drink the heavy cream, I want some more heavy cream. So I'm like, okay, I need to just chill out on the heavy cream, chill out on the sweeteners, and really kind of go back to basics. I think G Brown, who I was talking to about this, was saying, yeah, you probably need to go back to basics. I'm trying to think if there's any other things that I want to come clean with you guys about. So um, I had some like coffee mate creamer, terrible stuff. But I had some of that while I was on vacation. And I definitely stayed carnivore. One other thing that I had, please don't kick me out of the carnivore community. I had avocado while I was on vacation. So on the way back, we stopped in Nashville And the hotel that we were at, there was a Mexican restaurant right next door. And so we went in there and had dinner. And with my dinner comes all this rice and beans and avocado, guacamole, and sour cream, and lettuce and cheese. All the things come with it. Ordered a great meal. It was shrimp and steak and chicken and chorizo sausage. Perfect, right? And it came with guacamole. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to eat like a couple bites of guacamole. And I did. I ate 2 bites of guacamole, and my lips started to itch and my tongue started to itch. Now, the guacamole didn't seem to have very much in it. Like a lot of guacamoles will have tomatoes and onions and cilantro and all of the things in it. This guacamole looked like just avocado and maybe some spices, probably a little bit of lime juice. But clearly, I have some kind of reaction to the avocado that I have never had before. I used to eat avocado back in my keto days. I ate a lot of guacamole because it's keto. But clearly I had some kind of hidden reaction to that I wasn't seeing because I was eating everything. So I ate 2 bites of guacamole, and that is the thing that I ate that was not carnivore. I'm really more concerned about the fact these sweeteners and how they're taking me down the road, you guys. And I did a video last summer about the cure for addiction. And for me, I believe that the only means of being cured from the addiction is abstinence. So, you guys, I don't know if you know how difficult it's going to be for me to stop drinking those sweets. I was the sweet drink queen when I first started carnivore. I drank the diet cokes. I finally was able to kick those. I drank all of the sweetened drinks. Um, and so yeah, Brenda, hey Brenda, she's saying that my keto chow has me hooked. I'm fasting now. Yeah, and I do have some keto chow. I picked up some keto chow when we were in it in Austin, and I got the keto chow core because I really wanted to try it. But I think what I'm going to have to do is cut the sweets out for now, and then maybe sometime in the future when my behavior is less addictive, I might be able to have some of my keto chow. I have a whole bunch of keto chow, and I just interviewed Cindy DeManch the other day, and we were talking about that keto chow, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to have some. So I have a plan, you guys. I have a plan. Um, and so what did Nia say? She said, I'm the same. I tried adding it in for a few days since I purchased some for the egg relay challenge, and it made me super bloated and itchy. So sad because I love it so much. This is the thing about that heavy cream. Let me tell you what else it did. Hey, Ed, Carnivorous Dude is here. He's in the house. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for coming in, Ed. I love your shorts. Oh my God, they're so awesome. All the different things that you're grilling up and blackstoning up. Oh, so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, so I noticed when I was on vacation, so I told you guys that I have eczema. I've had it my whole life. I really, it's really cleared up. I used to have to use an eczema cream every single day of my life, twice a day, and it was just really challenging. My eczema was. So I had it all over my body, but on my face was where it was, like everybody could see it. It was right there in front of your face. So I'm going to do a video about it because carnivore has changed that incredibly. Like it's unbelievable how much carnivore has changed that. While I was on vacation and I was having the coffee with the creamer and the seed oils, I noticed that my armpits started to itch. So now, if you have eczema or have had eczema, you notice that it definitely shows up in places that are like warm. So under the armpits, in the creases of your elbow right here, and then around your neck. A lot of times, you'll see little kids that have this behind the knees. I noticed that my armpits pits were itchy, and I'm like, what the heck? So I definitely had something that flared that eczema up. I started to notice a little bit of darkness around my mouth. Now, this is where I would normally have it. It would be like a ring around my mouth of just dark, and around both eyes. So I kind of look like a raccoon and had this dark circle around my mouth. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Emma. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate y'all very, very much. And hey, Jasmine, I see you there. I see Carnivore Journey. Hi. Yes, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all. So, anyway, when I drank that heavy cream for 4 days straight, literally 1 tablespoon of heavy cream or less in my coffee each day for 4 days, my armpits just like they were itching like crazy, like crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot have heavy cream like that. I can't have heavy cream every single day. And then, as I mentioned, I do not have sober behavior around it. So, cutting that out. And I had not had heavy cream in so long. I can't even remember the last time I had it. I haven't made any like Alfredos or anything like that in a long, long time. So, yeah, so I can't have heavy cream. One other thing that I eat a lot of is I eat a lot of cheese. So, if you guys watch my videos, you know that I eat cheese almost every single day. And I usually have American cheese. I go to the deli counter and I have them slice I try to get a good brand like Boar's Head or something like that of American cheese, white American or yellow American cheese. And so I do not have sober behavior around cheese. I don't want to say that, you guys. I hate it. I hate the fact that my behavior around cheese is not sober behavior. Like, I want to be able to eat cheese because I love cheese. And I have tried going cheeseless for a while when I was keto. And I was like, what is life? What is life without cheese? Like, what is a cheeseless life? I really love it. I know that I need to give it up. So, Ed is saying his wife made an Alfredo for her chicken tonight. It's so good. It's just delicious. I love Alfredo. It's so easy to make, homemade from scratch. You know exactly what's in it. It doesn't have any of the nasty ingredients, none of that. But the heavy cream is my problem. I clearly have some sort of I don't know if it's an allergy, an intolerance, but it makes my eczema flare up. And this hand eczema, I'm not willing to go back to having my hands be literally blistering off. Like, my palm came off. I'm going to definitely do a video because I got some pictures of that. It was so, so bad. And so Jasmine saying, I love queso. I love queso as well. So good. Yes, indeed. And then Nia says, as an original Wisconsinite, cheese was part of my identity. Yeah, cheese has been, it's my faithful friend. I love cheese. But I'm not going to be able to continue this kind of behavior. I'm not losing weight, you guys. I weigh about 155 pounds. I lost 20 pounds when I started the carnivore diet back in. It took about maybe 3 months for me to lose that 20 pounds ish. I don't know because I didn't exactly weigh myself, but it's around 20 pounds, and I've stayed right there. Like that, I have not lost weight. I've lost a few pounds here and there, and then I gain them right back because I add back the cheese in, stuff like that. So I cannot have cheese for a time. So Stacy, hi Stacy 11. Heavy cream makes my skin peel, especially on my face. I think there's something in heavy whipping cream. Yes, I think there is something in heavy whipping cream, and there's definitely something that causes an issue for me. I was telling you guys how my hands peeled off. Literally, I was going overseas for a project, and I went to go have my fingerprints taken, and I didn't have any fingerprints. My fingerprints had they had gone away because my skin had peeled off and blistered and done all the things, and so I did not have any fingerprints to speak of. So very, very strange. It definitely it gives me a skin problem, really, really bad skin problem. So B Dog says, "You looked great in Austin. That happens with me too. When I put heavy cream back in my diet, I have all kinds of issues." Yes. I'm glad that it only took 4 days for me to realize this. And I immediately stopped. I mean, because I could feel immediately like my skin, my thumb, and then my finger right here. I could feel where that blistering is trying to start happening. And so I was like, nope, not worth it. I'm just going to go ahead and stop doing that now. So, what is my plan? Let me tell you guys what I'm thinking about doing. I've been talking a little bit about it um, on the Meaty Mondays with the Fierce Felines. And, we had a whole conversation around how do you get into weight loss mode? It's so confusing because somebody says eat more fat, and somebody says eat less fat. Somebody says eat more protein. Somebody says eat less protein. And it's just really, really confusing about weight loss. And I'm hearing a number of people and seeing a lot of people on Facebook talking about weight loss stalls. Um, and they're basically stalled for a period of time. So it's definitely time to tweak something and see how we can actually. I have about 20 pounds more that I feel like I should lose. My body is not releasing that fat. And I'm like, okay, so I know that I've done a ton of damage to my body over time. I've done so many different diets. The only reason I didn't do a diet is because I didn't know about it. I'm like the dieting queen, and I do not want to go on a diet. I don't want to consider myself to be on a diet. Um, and so that is also one thing that's really messing with my mind is like if I'm trying to restrict or do something like that, then that means I'm on a diet. It puts me in a bad headspace. Hey, Rhonda, thank you for coming in. Rhonda's a member of my channel, you guys. That is so nice. I'm so glad you're here, Rhonda. And so thank you for being a member of my channel. Um, so, what am I going to do? I am going to do some things which I'm not going to consider as a diet. So I'm going to do a challenge. Challenge is better for me than going on a diet. I don't ever want to go on another diet. It's not something that I want in my vocabulary. I don't want to be obsessing or stressing over what am I going to eat and thinking about it all the time like I used to do. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm planning to do like a sea lion diet for the month of July. What does that mean, you may ask? That means that I am going to do ruminant animal meats, which is going to be like beef and lamb. And if I can find some goat, I'm going to make goat. I'm going to make some kind of a goat stew that's going to be off the chain. And I'll definitely show that to you guys as well. I will make a recipe that's going to be this goat. And then also, probably some organ meats, liver, and, maybe I'm not sure about kidney. I do have some liver, so I'll probably cook some of that during the month of July. And then seafood. So I'm planning to have 3 cans of sardines a day. That's what I put in my plan was 3 cans. So not every single day. So let me just say this. I'm gonna do a couple of lean days a week, 2 lean days only. So, I am going to do a leaner day. I have already put into my Fitness Pal what it is that I'm gonna eat on those 2 days a week, so I don't have to think about it, and I don't have to obsess about it, I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna eat those 3 cans of sardines and a pound of ground beef and call it a day on those days that are my lean days. 2 days a week, I'll do a lean day. The rest of the days, I'll do a standard, carnivore day. And then, I'm also gonna throw in some intermittent fasting. And that's amazing, Stacy. That's awesome. That's awesome. She says, "I started tracking my food and then I lost weight, 15 pounds from 100 pounds lost." That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations to you. Yeah, so, that's my plan. I'm going to cut out eggs. I'm gonna cut out cheese. The heavy cream is already off the table. Can't have any more of that. And then, I'm also going to one other thing is that I will have bacon. So it's gonna be a sea lion with a bacon. Just not a lot of bacon. So just, if you guys watch my channel, I usually eat 4 or 5 pieces of bacon. Just a couple of slices of bacon, and then, the seafood and the beef. So hopefully you guys are hearing me okay. I see my AirPods doing weird stuff. So let me know if the audio is coming through okay. Um, so Kale wants to know, have I tried OMAD? Yes. And I do intend to do some OMAD days in there as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to put together the whole plan. Oh, great. Thanks, Jasmine. I'm going to put the whole get plan together for the entire 30 days. And that way I don't have to think about it. I'll already know what I'm going to have each day. I'll, and then I will not have to be obsessing over food. So if you guys know, if you know, I had a complete obsessive relationship with food before I went carnivore last February 2023. I thought about food 24/7. I obsessed over it, and I was always thinking about what am I gonna make? What do I, just what am I gonna eat? On and on and on. And I thought that was a normal relationship with food because I had been that way my entire life. When I went carnivore, I lost that. I mean, I no longer had to think about food at all. I just ate food until I was full and satisfied, and then once I was done eating food, I didn't have to think about it anymore. Unless the only reason I really think about food is if I'm thinking about what I'm gonna cook for one of my videos. So that's the kind of thinking about food that I'm doing. But I'm not thinking about like, what am I gonna eat? Which is one of the reasons why I was so opposed to tracking. I did not want to track anything because I don't want to be obsessing over the food. During the month of July, I will be tracking everything. But I'm going to have it's going to be all laid out before July 1st. So by tomorrow, I will have 30 days worth of meal plan laid out so that I don't have to think about it anymore after that. So that is my plan. And I'm hoping that I can move my weight loss forward. I know that it may take longer um, than 30 days for me to actually like heal my body. I know that I've done so much damage to my body over the years with all this dieting and restricting and trying everything, you guys. It was terrible. So, I hope that I can heal my body, but clearly my eczema came raging back on my hands with that heavy cream. So I'm like, okay, so it's just kind of in remission. It's not healed all the way. So I think that is what I'm gonna do. So Nia's saying, I think that you're going about it the best way. You're prepared, have thought it through, and are ready. Excited to see how it goes. So I'll be definitely documenting this journey. as part of, what I'm doing on my channel. I've been trying to do shorts. I did not really do shorts every day while I was on vacation. I kind of just started back up again yesterday with my daily shorts of what I'm eating. So I'll be showing you guys what I'm having every single day. It's going to get boring because it's going to be the same stuff all the time. And then, maybe preparing some things like, I don't know if you guys saw my salmon patty video. I did a video about how I made salmon patties, which was really, really good. And so I might do some cooking like that, showing you guys what I'm making and stuff like that. But yep, that is the plan. And I will keep you guys posted and informed. Oh my gosh, Stacy 11, where are you located? She wants to meet some carnivores. Where are you located, Stacy? Let's find out where you are. So I know that there's lots of meetups going on around. I'm seeing so many meetups um, for the summer months that maybe there's a meetup that's close to you where you can get together and meet some people. Absolutely, that would be awesome. Carnivore journey. Good luck with your challenge. I may join you. I've installed as well recently. As long as I can have my bacon, I'll be good. So that was the one thing when I was on Sea Lion back last October, I struggled because I missed bacon. And also I missed eggs too. But I'm definitely not going to do the eggs. I want to see, do I have a sensitivity to egg white? I'm not sure about that because I eat a lot of eggs. Sometimes I'll, discard some of the whites, and sometimes I'll just eat all the whites too. So I'm not consistent. So maybe having some time off from eggs, I'll be able to determine if I'm having any kind of a histamine issue with egg whites. So um, I have a serious. Jasmine, I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to say there. So, anyway, oh, aversion. You have an aversion. Yeah. I did have kind of an egg aversion for a little while. Um, Hi, Ileana. Oh my gosh, my sweet girly. I love her so much. She's such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to tell you this story. When we were at Hack Your Health, we went to this Korean barbecue and it was really good. But Ileana was cooking like a chef. This is Nia's daughter. She was cooking it up. She cooked all the meat. I mean, there was, I think she was probably feeding about 4 or 5 people. She was cooking up the meat. It was so adorable. I just love her. She's awesome. Um, so Stacy is from Jackson, Tennessee. No one understands me anymore, and everyone has left because of my diet. Oh my gosh, Stacy, I feel you. I was at dinner last night with my family, and somebody in the family was saying about, because I went to Black Rock where you cook your rock on this 777-degree stone. And they were ordering steaks, and they were like, I was like, a 6-ounce steak, that's not enough food. And somebody said, that's all you're supposed to eat is 6 ounces of steak. And I was like, nope. Nope, that's not right. That is not right. So, but I mean, there is this, like I was saying earlier, there is this camp that is like, do the low protein and low fat, high protein and lower fat. And so I'm not sure about that. I'm just not sure about that. So I had thought about possibly doing some protein sparing modified fasting or doing some protein sparing modified fast breads and stuff like that. However, I'm not going to have eggs for 30 days. So I'm not going to be able to do the protein sparing modified because, hey, Bonnie, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry, Stacy. Stacy is a man. Stacy 11 is a man. So sorry, Stacy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so but I'm not gonna do the egg whites. I'm gonna cut the eggs out for the month and then we'll go from there. I noticed when I got back from my trip this past week, I was very, very depressed. Like so down, you guys. I haven't even done a video about it, but I felt low energy. I don't know if you guys talk about the vibrations and stuff, but I was low vibration this past week. And I wonder if it's from having heavy cream. I noticed like my brain fog. I did feel brain foggy. I had to go lay down in the middle of the day. My energy was low, and I just felt really, really depressed. I had to like go around my house and sing some songs. I got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart from when I was a kid because I'm like, what is happening? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I so down and depressed? I thought, well, maybe, you're coming back off of vacation, had a lot of travel lately. Vacation was awesome. Coming home, having to go back to work, of course, that'll bring anybody down. But unusually down and depressed to the point where my voice was even low. Like, people at work are like, "Are you okay?" So yeah, um, so I'm happy to be able to like switch it up and go more into a more of a clean carnivore type of a. Um, oh, that's right, Jasmine. Jasmine is saying that Carrie got that way from seed oils on his cruise. I forgot about that. That is so true. And as I said, I did have the seed oils because I was having like coffee mate, liquid creamer in my coffee, which is seed oils. Um, Good point. Yeah, I that's probably definitely has some play into it. Like, okay, so I got to be really careful about that. And we ate out a lot too. And of course, they put a lot of seed oils and stuff on the food, in the food, and etc. So let's see here. Let's see. Jasmine says, Stacy, I feel like people look at me like I'm crazy too. I'm in Ohio though, so I wish we were closer. So Stacy's from Jackson, Tennessee. I thought I just saw a Nashville meetup somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it. If I can find it, Stacy, I will post a short just for you to tell you when it is. Okay, so let's see. Carnivorous Dude has put hashtag walking challenge. I'm getting ready to start my third month of a walking challenge. You're killing it, Ed. You are killing it on the walking challenge. I cannot believe how much you're walking. The challenge aligns with Homestead Howl Return to Nature. The challenge is to get out as close to sunrise and go walking. Awesome. That's a great idea. What time are you walking, Carnivorous Dude? Maybe I can get up early and go as well. I have not been walking, guys. I've been really, really, really demotivated with my exercise routine. Oh, so that's the other thing that I'm adding. I'll tell you guys about that. So demotivated with my exercise. I feel like for me, motivation is not what's going to get me to exercise at all. It just does not work for me. I'm not motivated. I have to have a challenge. My daughter is the same way, my oldest daughter. She just did 75 hard. And when you have a challenge, it gives you something other than motivation to do it for. You're doing it with a group, something like that. So I definitely need a challenge, but maybe I'll do the walking challenge with Ed. That would be awesome. 6 o'clock in the morning. That means I have to get up early. Yuck. Okay. Maybe I'll do it. But I think you're walking like miles. And did you say you're up to 10 miles or something? Was that you, Ed? You're walking a lot. I am walking with my daughter. So my daughter and I decided while we were on vacation that we would walk. Um, she needs to lose some pounds as well. And so so I'm going to go walk with her 3 or 4 times a week, um, as much as she can right now. And then I'll have to do my rest of mine on my own. Okay, so Stacy wants to know, it says it's okay. Let's see. Oh, the cold water plunge. You're asking about the cold plunge. Oh my God. Woo, that's the coldest I've ever been in my life. The coldest I have ever been in my life. I'll tell you what happened. G Brown, the lifestyle changer from hanging with the Browns, we decided that I was going to go, and they were going to Austin, and I decided I have to go. I don't want to miss meeting all these amazing people. So as soon as we said that we were going, she's like, we're going to do the cold plunge. So we get there, we're going to do the cold plunge, and G gets into the cold water and starts screaming. She got out. I think she got out twice before she actually got all the way in. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. I'm standing there thinking, oh no, what am I going to do? This is terrible. I just can't even imagine trying to do this. So she does her cold plunge. She gets into the sauna. The guy is standing there talking to me. I wish I could remember his name, and I cannot remember what he said to me. But what he said made me think of the scripture that says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And I was like, okay, I got this. So I just jumped in. It was so cold. So cold. Jasmine, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. So here's what happened to me after I did the cold plunge. My brain turned off for 12 hours. I've heard everybody saying, oh, when you do the cold plunge, it's so amazing. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel energized. You're going to feel, you're going to feel this clarity. It's going to be so awesome. My brain switched off. I could not remember anything for 12 hours after that cold plunge. And I didn't even put my head in the water, but my brain switched off. I couldn't remember anybody's names. I would be talking about this booth over here. I couldn't remember what the booth was about. It was so bad. Simpson says major ice cream brain freeze. I didn't feel frozen, but it was definitely frozen because I could not think to save my life. If I was glad I had people with me. I don't know if I could have found my way back to the hotel. I was literally like brain dead. In the middle of the night, I woke up and I was like working on a video to put a video out for you guys. And I was like, okay, so my brain is back on now. It was so bad. So bad. Oh my gosh. I did not like it. So, yeah, it did not feel good. It was super, super cold, 44 degrees. And then I don't think I would do it again, because I did not see any benefit from it that I can realize unless something happened inside my body. Maybe my brain just needed to turn off for 12 hours. That could be possible. But yeah. So Bonnie says eating out when traveling exposes you to a lot of inflammatory ingredients. It absolutely does. And I eat out a lot anyway. I definitely eat out more than I should. I should cook more at home. I should do some meal preps and stuff like that. For the month of July, we will not be eating out as much. And so Carnivorous Dude says we're walking at sunrise, baby. Awesome. Very, very good. Jasmine has to be at work at 6. So she missed the first rise of sunlight. Yeah, that really does bite. I don't like it. All right. So Stacy wants to know, how can I connect with her in Ohio and how can I connect with you? So you can email me, and my email address, I'm going to put in the chat, robin.heron@hotmail.com. That is my email address. And you can feel free to email me and we can definitely get connected and we can chat. And I agree with you. It's very hard. The family's still looking at me like, oh, you're still doing that little meat thing that I've been doing for over a year now, almost a year and a half. And it's definitely challenging. And so we were at dinner. I was telling you guys this story. I was at dinner last night. They were talking about 6 ounces of meat is how much meat you're supposed to eat. And then they started talking about what steak is best. Is it a ribeye or is it a New York strip? Ribeye or New York strip? And I said, ribeye. And they were like, well, yeah, ribeye is so fatty, so New York strip is probably better for you. And I said, it depends on what your goals are. It depends on what your goals are. So, yeah, it's definitely challenging when dealing with the family and dealing with people. Nobody in my environment is carnivore either. So I'm happy to talk to anybody and we'll get connected. You can email me. Proud to be Weird is here. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. B Dog says, this is Brenda. I'll be strict carnivore in July too. I'm going to keep my eggs for now, but I've had a lot of issues with egg whites over the years. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody who wants to join this challenge with me, I will be so happy to have you because the community piece is huge. It makes such a big difference when we have people who are supporting us and doing these challenging things. And I'm telling you guys, giving up the sweetener on Monday morning is going to be hard. So I'm not planning on doing it tomorrow, but Monday morning, July 1st, that's it. I'm not going to have any more because I definitely am having some addictive type of behavior around that. Jasmine wants to try the cold plunge. Nia says, I witnessed and Robin killed that cold plunge. It was the Lord. It was the Lord. Because I was like, oh my God, this is awful. Proud to be Weird is saying, I walk with a coat in the winter in northern Canada for my cold therapy. Cold therapy is really good. I mean, I hear, there's this Wim Hof breathing, and then you got the cold plunges and cold showers and all of that stuff. Um, not me, not for me. Thank you. Proud to be Weird loves the cold. I don't love the cold. I do not love the cold. Not so much. Simpson, hey, so glad you're here. So the challenge is, and I'm going to tell it one more time before I go. We're going to do a July challenge. In July, we are going to be doing a sea lion diet plus bacon. Small amounts of bacon though, not a lot of bacon. So I'm going to be having, if instead of my 5 slices or 4 slices, I may have 2 slices of bacon. No eggs, no cheese, no sweeteners. So that means like no salty booyah berry, which is super good. No coco loco, no watermelon element. So that's the thing that I'm giving up. I also found out, Simpson, that I had a reaction. My eczema flared up when I had heavy cream in my coffee for 4 days. Just a tablespoon of heavy cream in my decaf coffee for 4 days straight. My eczema flared up, so I can't have that anymore. Bonnie says that cold plunge is great for your mitochondria. Good for you. I guess I'm glad I did it. It was hard. I mean, but we do hard things. So that's okay. We can do hard things. I know that this challenge is going to be hard. I'm also going to be doing walking. So I'm walking with my daughter, as I said, we're working our way up to a 30-minute walk. We started out at 15 minutes. And we're going to work our way up to 30 minutes a day. I'm adding in some additional working out. So right now, the Meat Sisters, which is on a group on Facebook with Limitless Lindy, Linda Volke, bunch of people are in there. A whole bunch of people are in there. They're doing a arm flab challenge. So I started the arm flab challenge yesterday. Oh my God. I'm going to put out a video today about it I just did it with my grandkids. I think I'm just going to put the whole video out there. It's 15 minutes, and you can watch the whole thing if you want to. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, don't watch the whole thing. But those kids were hilarious. They were like that arm flab challenge is hard. It is hard. I definitely cannot keep my arms up, not even half the time. So, but I'm only on day 2, so that's something that I'm doing. It's a 30-day challenge, and I started like 15 days late. So they're halfway through, and they're talking about, "Yay, I was able to keep my arms up the whole time today." And oh my gosh, it seems like it's getting easier. And I'm like, "What the heck? This is crazy." It hurts. It hurts. So I'm gonna put that video out today, and you guys will get a chance to laugh at me trying to do those arm exercises. Oh my gosh. So Jasmine says community is everything. It's what helps me the most. Absolutely true. That's 100% true. You guys mean everything. Like what would I do without you? I would struggle, I would be lonely, I would be sad because I'm here, I'm doing this thing by myself, and everybody is like I think they're waiting for me to add some vegetables in. And that's just not in my intention. I have no intention of adding back vegetables. Like I said, I tried some avocado, some guacamole while I was on vacation, 2 bites, and it caused my lips and tongue to itch. So that's not something that I'm interested in adding back in. Hey, Dr. Nelson. Did you start your YouTube channel yet? Did you put your first video up? I have not seen it yet, so let me know. Proud to be weird says dairy sensitivities usually show up on your skin, which is unfortunate. Absolutely. And I'm thankful actually for it, proud to be weird, because of the fact that I know immediately my body speaks now, where it was so confusing before carnivore. Like I didn't know what was causing me problems. I had a feeling, I had the idea that my eczema was flaring up because of the things that I was eating, particularly heavy cream. I knew that heavy cream was a problem. And so but the dermatologist will tell you that it's not related to diet. Your doctors will tell you that all these diseases and stuff are unrelated to diet. But, when you take everything else out and you add that thing back in, your body says, "Oh no, we're not doing this." Or you're going to get this. This is what you get for doing that. So that's what happened to me with that heavy cream. So Stacy says, thanks for giving us your email. Yes, please email me. Anybody can feel free to email me. Be happy to have a conversation. If you want to come on and be on a live stream with me, or even a recorded video, or if you just want to meet, we can definitely do that. So Jasmine says, I want to say that this is the first time I've joined one of your lives and I've totally enjoyed it. I'm so glad, Jasmine. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Simpson lifts weights and have a problem with those arm exercises are no joke. I will make sure to put the link to the arm exercises that we're doing in the show notes of this live stream so that you guys can have a look at it, because whoa, it is hard. It is so hard. And then Carnivore Journey is saying, oh my God, yes, that arm flab challenge is rough. I'm on day 4. So me and you are right at the beginning. Oh my gosh, it is so hard. My arms are still hurting right now just thinking about it. Dr. Nelson says that Carrie posted my video today. Oh my gosh. So Dr. Nelson, I will go check your video out. That's awesome. So glad. So glad. All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. So let me just tell you guys once again what the challenge is going to be for the month of July. And then thank you, Nia. Yes, smash the like button. Also, I do have memberships on my channel. So if you want to become a member of the channel, please feel free to do that. I don't know how to give out like free memberships. One of these days I'll figure it out and then you guys can come in and see, what the membership is all about. So um, you do get some exclusive type of content, pictures and stuff, family pictures and other things that are exclusive to the membership group. I do some lives in there. And then also typically for my long form videos, not shorts, those videos will be released to my membership group first. So you guys will get to see it before everybody else does. So, and then you get some little emojis and stuff like that. It's fun. So feel free if you're interested in doing that. No pressure, no pressure at all. Okay, here's what the challenge is going to be for the month of July. So starting on July 1st, I am doing a sea lion challenge. The sea lion challenge is going to be ruminant meats. So beef, lamb, deer, goat, anything that has, it ruminates and also, chews the cud and is able to process your food into delicious protein for you. And then I'm also adding a couple of slices of bacon. So it will have bacon, a little bit of bacon, and then seafood. So I eat typically just a lot of shrimp, but I'm also going to be doing some lean days. So 2 lean days a week. And on those lean days, my plan is to have 3 cans of sardines, if I'm able to do it, if I'm able to stomach the 3 cans of sardines. When you eat 3 cans of sardines a day, you pretty much are not hungry. And then a half a pound of ground beef. I think I said a pound earlier, but I meant a half a pound of ground beef. So those will be my lean days, 2 days a week. I will do intermittent fasting. So it's going to entail, either like a smaller eating window or like an OMAD. But I'm not going to do it as a diet. I'm doing it as a challenge. So anybody who wants to join me, you're welcome to come on board. I will be sharing my 30-day meal plan. And so I'll make sure that I put that out here before Monday. So I'll put it out tomorrow so that you guys can see the 30-day meal plan. And then also join in if you want to. I would love to. So Stacy says, I wish I could meet good people like yourself. This world is so trying to be thin and healthy. I will keep watching you and the group you're in. I think on Mondays. Oh, Meeting Mondays with the Fierce Felines. That is my show on Monday evenings. I think it's time for me to go, you guys, because my husband's calling and I think we're going to go have some dinner. So I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys next time. Bye.